So it's car number 72. Well, you pulled around pretty quick.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Filming the lot?
Is there anything I can see in public?
What is that?
Any reason? Can you step back 6 feet, please?
Oh, COVID?
Do you have a mask?
Yeah, I do. Do you have one?
No, I don't need one. It's your policy, not mine.
What's going on with you guys? Why
Yep.
are you filming us?
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, why are you filming the lot?
Is there a problem with that? Is that illegal?
You can film.
I'm sorry?
Can I film the lot?
I'm sorry?
Can I film
Have I committed a crime?
it? No, just for my safety.
You need my ID for your safety? What's that going to do for you?
No, your flags.
No, my what?
Your flags.
What's that?
You don't understand, like, the whole thing.
Flags?
No, yeah. Just for my safety, alright?
I haven't committed a crime, so I don't have to ID. It's not a stop and identify state, ma'am. Can I have your name and badge?
Of course you can.
What is it?
It's 204. My last name's Cosby.
Cosby?
Cosby.
Cosby. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I have no any ill will or intent.
What's your first name?
I'm sorry?
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give it.
Why not?
Because I don't need to.
Why are you being so incompettent?
I did have every right not to give you my name. I haven't committed any crime.
I don't understand why you're filming the law.
It's just anything in public. You're the police department. I could film you. You're public officials.
Yep, we are.
Yes, you are. You have every right to be filmed.
But right now, the reason why I don't understand why you're filming us. It's a secure lot. That's where we were.
I'm not on it. I see the restricted sign that says no trespassing right there. I haven't stepped foot on there.
Never said I was on it. Good thing you have your mask on.
Thank you.
Policy.
It is.
So he was just filming our lot, filming me, filming you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm filming you too, sir.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. I just legally have to tell you.
Yeah, no, I understand. Can I have your name and badge?
Yeah, it's Dawson, Dad 78.
Nice to meet you. So, what are we all doing here?
You live around here? I'm working.
I'm not answering any questions, ma'am.
Well, then why do you want to know so much about us? You won't tell us anything but you.
I don't have to. That's the whole point. I don't need to. I'm under no law or obligation to tell you who I am. I haven't committed any crimes. I haven't stepped on your property, and I have no reason to.
See on the sidewalk?
Of course I am.
Yeah, he was crossing the street.
Yeah, she pulled out, and she pulled right back in. I mean, you guys can use a threat assessment. I mean, well, that's what you're doing right now. You have every right to stop me and ask me what I'm doing. I'm just filming anything I see in public. I film public officials.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time. So you're calling 3 units in for somebody exercising a constitutionally So you're calling 3 officers for a constitutionally protected...
Welcome to a textbook example of constitutional ignorance. What you're about to witness isn't simply one questionable encounter. It's a chain reaction of rights violations caught on camera, where officers blur the line between department policy and actual law, treating completely lawful behavior as suspicious. This is what can happen when public servants lose sight of who they are supposed to serve. It begins innocently enough. A citizen stands on a public sidewalk using a camera to record a police lot from a place where filming is perfectly legal. Yet within moments, Officer Cosby pulls up quickly, already appearing suspicious. Instead of starting with a simple question, she immediately demands an explanation. "Why are you filming us?" she asks, almost as though the First Amendment requires her permission. The auditor remains calm, explaining that he has the right to record anything plainly visible from a public place. But Cosby isn't satisfied. She demands identification. There's no crime being described, no reasonable suspicion clearly established, only an order presented with the force of authority. Then comes the turning point. She characterizes him as uncooperative simply because he refuses to voluntarily give up a constitutional right, and the situation escalates from there. Within minutes, 3 patrol units arrive over one man holding a camera. No threat, no violence, just a camera pointed toward a parking lot. The message begins to feel unmistakable: question our actions and we'll surround you. This is where the boundary between legitimate public safety and intimidation begins to disappear. And you're about to see exactly how far this encounter goes.
Activity.
Actually, no, they showed up all by themselves.
Oh, they did? Oh, out of nowhere? Wow.
That's how I got here.
Any more behind me?
Yes, there's a whole department.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not happy about the numbers too right here. The numbers that are He's being uncooperative.
Uncooperative.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't want to answer questions?
Yes.
I don't have to.
Being uncooperative. Yes.
Okay.
That's what that means.
It's not a crime. I mean,
Just filming a secure lot.
can I have your name and badge, please?
That's 179.
Name?
ID on you? No, that's right.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, it is.
It's not going to happen. And you could ask all you want, but I haven't committed any crime. And until you could articulate that, I'm not giving any ID.
Okay.
You can ask.
That's fine. We're really good.
Okay. Can you step back from me?
No, I can't.
What are you looking at? Cigarettes?
No, there's other ways.
My flag?
No.
That's okay. I don't care. You guys already know who I am. It doesn't really matter.
Do you do this often, my friend?
I'm not answering your question. Am I being detained?
At the moment, we're talking to you.
Am I being detained?
At the moment, yes.
It's a very simple question.
Right now, you're being detained. We're talking to you.
Can you call a supervisor, please?
Not at the moment.
Yes, you can. You're illegally detaining me for absolutely no crime, and you can't even articulate it. So give me a supervisor.
We're talking to you.
Give me a supervisor, please. If you can't articulate your crime that I committed, then I'm going to walk away. So,
How long have you
you guys not know the law, or are you just like abusing people's powers? Your powers.
How long have you been filming us for?
It's none of your f***ing business. For real, it's none of your business. Because you guys, there's just a lot to do with the police department right now, and I have every right to film you. You're filming me. Am I f***ing stopping you and bothering you? Am I telling you why are you filming people? Why are you filming everyone else around? I mean, there's cameras everywhere. What's the big deal? What is the big deal?
Well, you knew that going into it. You're just filming.
I know what I'm doing. I do this all the time.
I just don't know why.
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business, and you're illegally detaining me right now. Yes, you are. You can't articulate the crime that I committed or about to commit. What is it? What is your RSA? What is the penal code that I'm committing right now?
Do you work?
What is your penal code in RSA that you're articulating the crime I committed to identify me and illegally detain me?
Now the mask finally slips. Officer Cosby, surrounded by backup that appears completely unnecessary, officially brands the auditor as uncooperative. Think about that for a moment. In her view, refusing to answer questions that you're not legally obligated to answer somehow makes you the problem. But the auditor doesn't back down. Instead, he asks the one question every officer should be prepared to answer: what crime have I committed? What follows is silence, deflection, and everything except a direct response. So he presses harder. What's your reasonable suspicion? What penal code have I violated? These aren't trick questions. They're basic requirements tied to lawful detention under Terry versus Ohio. But Cosby gives him nothing. She can't because there doesn't appear to be any crime, no clear suspicious conduct, just a man exercising rights that she apparently wishes he didn't have. Still, she keeps him there, surrounded by multiple officers, almost as if a larger police presence could somehow replace actual legal authority. And then comes the best part. He calls her bluff. If you can't explain what crime I've committed, I'm leaving. And that's exactly what he does. No arrest, no pursuit, just an uncomfortable silence as several officers watch him walk away, seemingly recognizing that they had no clear grounds to detain him in the first place. This wasn't effective law enforcement. It was a fishing expedition that found nothing, and fortunately, the entire encounter was captured on camera.
I'm gonna walk away. So much for your detainment.
Officer Cosby treated lawful filming as suspicious, demanded ID without citing any crime, and then labeled the individual as uncooperative to justify detaining him. When she failed to articulate a specific legal basis, calling in additional officers only exposed the legal confusion and further infringed on constitutional rights. If you believe Officer Cosby's actions were wrong, leave a 5 in the comments.
Officer Base of the Highway Patrol. The reason I said this for the seatbelt.
I remember you.
Yeah. Do you have your driver's license?
I do. But we went over this last time, didn't we? Talked about the driver's license or the seatbelt thing.
Yes, sir.
We already went through this though.
Okay. You need to see your driver's license.
Is your lieutenant around today?
He's not.
Figures. What about your captain?
He's as high as it goes at this office.
The lieutenant?
Yep.
What about the female lieutenant that was over here?
The sergeant?
Sergeant, yeah.
She's off today.
Damn.
Yeah.
So your captain's number the same? His cell phone?
Should be.
Okay. All right. I guess go ahead and get your supervisor out here then.
All right.
Appreciate it.
What's your name?
I don't have to give that right now.
All right.
Get your supervisor, thank you. I'm formally requesting a supervisor.
Stockton 4930.
Can you provide your name and badge number for the camera, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you provide your name and badge number for the camera, please?
Yeah, I'm Officer Banks with the Highway Patrol, badge number 20142.
20142.
Stockton 4930. I'm on a stop, Mountain Ranch Road and Marshall.
Same guy that stopped us in Valley Springs. I'm sorry, your name is Officer Fletcher with the Highway Patrol. What was your badge number?
So it's 18318.
Okay.
So I hear that you're refusing to provide identification. Officer Banks made a legal stop and you're required to provide it.
Okay. Can you provide that statute for me, please?
No. So are you going to provide ID?
That wasn't a legal request under the state law. That was not a mandatory thing.
Are you bleeding, ma'am?
No, I just got done
No,
working.
yeah, it would stain.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to step out of the car, please.
Ask me to step out of the car?
Yeah.
Okay, for what?
To continue the conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do I need a...
You can stay. So do you have ID on you or no?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And my only reason for not IDing was because, what was it, Thompson versus Reno states that is not necessarily a requirement.
Yeah.
That a seatbelt is not necessarily a requirement. I'm not harming anybody, so by law, I haven't broken any law. I'm not harming myself. I wasn't driving illegally or, you know, aggressively in any manner, and I'm sure you can definitely concur with that.
Yeah.
I made a legal turn. I turned on my blinker. I was going the speed limit.
Okay.
So the only issue that he has right now is that I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
That's correct. Yeah, so he told me the same thing.
Okay.
As far as the reason for the stop.
Right.
And
I'm perfectly understanding that. I'm perfectly clear about that. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, great. Well, great. I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
Enter Officer Banks, and this time the situation feels personal. He stopped this same auditor before over the exact same issue, a seatbelt violation. Just like the previous encounter, the auditor refuses to provide identification, pointing to Thompson versus Reno, a case he says addresses whether a minor traffic infraction automatically requires identification. Banks doesn't challenge the reason for the stop. He simply wants compliance. But when the auditor asks him to identify the specific law requiring ID for a seatbelt violation, Banks struggles to provide an answer. He knows the vehicle code covering the seatbelt offense, 27,315, but he can't clearly explain why identification is required beyond departmental procedure. Then Supervisor Fletcher arrives, and you might expect her to bring some clarity. Instead, she reinforces the same position. She argues that identification is mandatory during every traffic stop, while admitting she isn't familiar with the case law the auditor is referencing. Instead, she falls back on policy, routine, and standard practice, but never points directly to a statute. And that's the central issue. Department policies aren't automatically laws. Internal procedures don't become constitutional requirements simply because officers follow them. Yet Fletcher speaks with the confidence of someone who hasn't been questioned about the distinction before. The auditor remains calm, respectful, and precise, but refuses to let the issue go. "Can you cite the law?" he asks again. Fletcher can't, or at least doesn't. Either way, the difference between what officers believe they're authorized to demand and what the law actually permits has rarely been clearer. And the tension is only beginning to build.
So I know that you have an understanding of what you said is Thompson versus Reno. I'm going to be honest, I'm not that familiar with it. I just know what our procedure and what our policies are. And when an officer makes a traffic stop,
A legal traffic stop. Yes.
You're required to provide identification.
Okay. Banks, one more time, let me get you to recite that seatbelt code, because I know we went over this the last time I saw you.
27315.
27315D.
Yes,
And then it was E for passenger,
passenger.
right? Okay. And I also recited the same thing to you that day, that I wasn't going to give ID. I guarantee that was the reason why you stopped me today, was because you saw me actually operating a motor vehicle.
The reason I stopped you today because you
Was
were
the
not wearing a
seatbelt.
Yes.
And I refused to give you ID the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
I'm just asking, are you his supervisor?
yeah, for today, yes.
For today?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you fine with providing your name and
Well, my only reason why I don't want to provide that information is because I know it goes through David, all your other data banks, all that stuff, and I really don't want that. I don't need the interaction with the police officers.
So that wasn't my question. Are you okay with providing your name and date of birth?
If I have a legal liability,
So-
or a legal mandatory need for that,
We're
then
telling
yes.
you it exists. We're telling you it exists.
Okay, can you state what law?
It's part of a traffic stop. If you get pulled over, you're required to provide identification.
4302.
Thank you.
Okay,
I don't have the whole vehicle code memorized.
then do you also know what the detainment time is?
As long as it is necessary to,
reasonable time.
yeah.
It's in a reasonable time, yeah, within 20 minutes or less.
So you're prolonging this detention.
And the only reason why I'm prolonging it is because it's not required. It's not
I
required.
get that you think that you are correct.
No.
We can. So here's.
Look
what
up Thompson versus Reno, please, somebody. And if you're the highest that I can
I'm
get,
not looking anything up right now. I'm going to propose a solution though. If you'd like, if you want to dispute the legality of the traffic stop, you can go before a magistrate.
I've already talked to your commissioner here. I've already talked to Tracy. I've already talked
Who?
to the Bar Association also. I'm an attorney of fact. I know enough about the law that I know that this particular stop.
Do you know who he is?
I do not.
Okay. Does anybody here know who he is? Does Toby?
I recognize them. I don't know his name.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna need you
I
to
didn't
turn
even
around.
see you over there.
I'm gonna need you to turn around
Okay, under why?
because I said so. Okay.
You're not arresting me. I don't give
So
consent
are you
for
letting me
that.
know that you're going to physically fight?
No, I'm telling you I'm not legally consenting an illegal search or an illegal seizure.
Okay. So this is what I'm telling you. This has been a one-sided conversation where I've tried to explain and tried to come to some sort of middle ground with you, and you're refusing.
I'm not refusing.
We've
trying.
asked for your identification. Officer Banks is legally, he's within all boundaries of requesting your identification, and you're refusing. So I would like you to please turn around.
I'm not being placed under arrest.
So you're letting me know.
So
in
if
advance you're gonna fight.
it takes you running my name through David and an illegal arrest, then I
don't
guess
think-
that's what it's going to take.
I don't think anybody. You didn't have any intention of running his name, did you?
Why would you need my ID then?
So I can identify you.
And then to issue you a citation for not wearing your
A
seatbelt.
citation for a seatbelt that's not required, which we've already gone over.
So if that is the dispute and you don't want to
Okay.
sign, you don't have to sign the citation. You don't have to. That's fine. So the
Will it
rest-
be going before Tracy or will it be going before David?
I don't know if Tracy Mitri or I don't know who traffic court is.
Because I don't deal with Witchery anymore and the Bar Association already knows
Honestly, I
that.
have no idea who the traffic court person is today. I have no idea. So if you would like, if he can identify you, and then if you have an issue signing the citation, he can take you before the magistrate and the magistrate can hear you out.
Today.
Today, yes. It is 3:41. We're still within business hours.
Do you have time?
So I feel like that's a very reasonable middle ground, and you can be heard by someone of a higher expertise that knows
Okay.
knows the statutes that you're referring to.
Well, because you're not going to look them up, and I'm trying to educate
We're on
you
the
on
side
what
of the
that.
road. No, I'm not going to look them up. I appreciate your attempt to be educating me, but I'm not.
You realize, like, I've
Willing.
told him too. I'm an auditor. You guys
Okay.
are gonna be put all over YouTube for this anyway.
That's
so I mean,
okay.
it doesn't matter either way.
Okay.
You know what? Banks. The only reason why you want to ID me was because I already have a video explaining to you that I didn't have to ID. And the only reason why you want to ID me is because of personal vendetta. But go for it. Do your thing.
Do you have to have insurance?
I'm working on it. Give me
Okay.
a second.
Okay, no rush. I'll just hang out here.
You have my driver's license. Where am I gonna go, ma'am? I literally just bought this truck like
I
less
know.
than a week ago.
I'm not making any accusations, sir. And I very much appreciate you providing your identification.
I know I have insurance. I'm not exactly sure where I have my insurance card at right at the moment.
Okay.
But you are welcome to run this,
Okay.
and you have my permission to run that and my name, and that's about all I need to provide right at the moment.
Yeah, that is correct.
Legally.
So sometimes registration, it's mixed up. Is your first name Christopher?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is where the situation becomes genuinely dangerous. Supervisor Fletcher, visibly frustrated by the auditor's refusal to comply, orders him to turn around. The implication couldn't be clearer: cooperate or be placed in handcuffs. The auditor immediately objects. He tells her she's not arresting him and makes it clear that he doesn't consent to what he believes is an unlawful search or seizure. But Fletcher refuses to back down. She threatens to run his name through state databases, searching for warrants, hoping to uncover something that could justify the decision she's already made. The auditor pushes back again. He tells her she's unlawfully detaining him and asks to speak with a supervisor. But there's a problem. Fletcher is already the supervisor. There isn't anyone else on scene to call. So she changes tactics. She presents what sounds like a compromise. Give her his identification, and if he still wants to challenge the matter, they can take him before a magistrate that same day. It sounds reasonable on the surface, but the underlying message remains the same: hand over what we want or the situation gets worse. Eventually, the auditor reluctantly complies. Not necessarily because he believes he's wrong, but because continuing to resist could mean arrest, delay, and a legal fight on the side of the road that he shouldn't have to endure. Fletcher gets the identification, she gets the compliance she wanted, but she never produces the statute that supposedly required it. And that's what makes the encounter so troubling. The supervisor admits she isn't familiar with the law being cited, yet still threatens arrest while demanding compliance. That's a serious problem when authority is being exercised without a clear legal foundation. And perhaps the most disturbing part is that she doesn't seem to recognize the problem at all.
Situation highlights the officer's uncertainty when dealing with a citizen who understands his rights. The demand for ID appears to be based mainly on habit and internal procedure, yet when asked to cite a specific legal basis, no clear explanation was given. The exchange dragged on, not because of any dangerous behavior or traffic obstruction, but because of a disagreement over how the law should be applied to a minor infraction.
What am I being detained for, officer?
Oh, it's because of the package.
And also, what's your name and badge number?
Francine 212. We're just, like I said, we're conducting an investigation right now.
Okay.
About
And what do you suspect me of committing? What crime?
Oh, I don't suspect you of committing. I mean,
so
like
why am I
said,
being
we're
detained then?
Checking out what's going on right now with the camera. And
but if
once,
I'm not committing a crime, why are you holding me as detained?
Once we clear, you'll be good, man. Like I said.
But he already checked, and he already got the story from the other lady. She said that she thought maybe I took something, but I dropped the package off.
We're gonna go check the cameras now. So
okay, that's
hang
fine.
tight. You know, we'll be out of here shortly.
That's fine. I gotta record this because I can't have my,
like I said,
constitution,
you want me
my
to call
rights
your
being
boss,
violated.
like call your supervisor, let them know that there was a misunderstanding.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what caused it. I understand you're on a time limit.
Yes,
you know, with the
of course.
delaying, so I totally get it, man. So like I said, if you need, I'll call. You say Lodi you're out of?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to give me a number before you know, you leave, then I'll make.
Yeah, if they ask me something, then I will tell them what happened, and I'll give your guys' apartment number to, and they'll call and they'll figure out what happened.
Yeah, no problem, man. Just understanding.
I just gotta report this just for records purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, man. No problem.
We all got our own jobs.
I gotta buy the camera on too.
Yeah.
So
everything's being recorded. But the thing is, it costs money to get that film. That's why I like to record for my own purposes. So if some rights were being violated, then obviously I'll be having to have this a civil lawsuit, and I have my own recordings for that purposes. And is that your supervisor?
My supervisor's down there.
Okay. What's his name?
He's not. You can ask him when he gets down here if he comes over.
Okay. What's going on?
All right. Just trying to confirm that everything matches up.
Yeah.
Okay. Your ID on you.
What's your name and badge number?
My name and badge number?
Yeah.
Sergeant Moan, 186.
186? Okay.
Yes, sir. Your ID on you.
For what?
We're investigating a possible theft of a package.
Okay, but obviously I'm working, so that doesn't fit me. Do you suspect me of stealing of a package?
Listen, we didn't get called. We got called.
I know you're not doing that. I know, but you guys are law enforcement, and that's what every time I speak to officers, I tell them, I say, you guys are law enforcement, not feelings officers. These people,
what officers?
Feelings enforcement officers. Yeah, feelings enforcement.
Feelings officers?
Yeah, because people, they have feelings and they like to call for silly things. which is obviously this is not a crime. I'm doing my job. He knows I'm doing my job. The other guy knows I'm doing my job. There's nothing else going on.
Okay.
If you suspect
hold on.
if you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will surrender my ID. And if you are detaining me as well, then I will be staying here. But if I am not being detained,
Okay.
you don't suspect me of committing a crime,
All right, my turn to talk. You're being detained.
okay.
Okay. You are being detained.
And what
Understand that?
and what are you detaining
We're
me for?
investigating. I told you already. We're investigating.
What do you suspect me of committing? What
My
crime?
turn.
Can you
I talk?
let him talk?
Investigating a theft of a package.
Okay, and you suspect me of stealing
Okay,
the
so right
package.
now you're being detained.
Do you suspect me of
Hold
stealing
on
the
a
package?
second. I'm talking. You're being detained for investigation of a theft of a package.
Yeah,
We
your
didn't-
investigation has
hold on
nothing
a
to do
second.
with my rights.
Hold on a second. Okay? We didn't just come up on you. We got called
It
from,
seems
from,
like it,
from
though.
a homeowner. Okay?
I don't know. I can't track your calls. I would have to do that on my
I'm
own
telling
time.
you. We got called here from a homeowner that
Okay.
came up on their window
Yeah.
of a person matching your description that came up with a package.
Okay.
And walked in with a package. That's it. So we deal with this all the time, and then we clear it, and then you're on your way. You
Okay.
get the ID, make sure
But the
everything's
thing
right.
is, there's a disconnect between the public and police officers because of reasons like this. You guys say, okay, this happens. Then you have to ID someone for not committing a crime. This does not stop an ID state. You can't just say, you have to show me your ID because I want to see who you are.
never said that.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
We're investigating.
Your
you understand?
your department
You're
does
wasting
not
your time.
override
You're
the
wasting my time,
Constitution.
you're wasting your own time.
You're wasting my time. You know I didn't do anything wrong, and you guys are holding me here.
Why do you think that I told you the reason why we're here.
I understand.
You don't understand.
I do
You don't
understand. You guys said that you come here for a call.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not the guy
Has
because
an
I'm
Amazon
working.
driver ever stolen? Has any Amazon
I don't know
driver
about
ever stolen
I don't
a
know
package?
about other places,
Okay,
but
well,
my
I'll-
department,
I
and
will
I
tell
know
you.
it's never happened
Okay, I
in
will
my
tell you.
department.
Yes, they have.
Not
All right,
from
is
where
this how
we
you
work.
usually drive on the other side of the road?
I had to, because I had to drop a heavy package on this side.
I'm just telling you.
I pulled up. You were
Is this how you usually drive?
Because
On
I
other
had to
side-
deliver right here.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You want to lift 100-pound packages from the other
Okay.
side, you know, every time? That's
If
it
you
gets
want me to
annoying.
do my job, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Look at how this guy's parked in the middle of the road.
The law enforcement
This
police officers. Okay?
doesn't matter though. You
Okay.
still can't break the rules, just like everyone else.
So listen. Your ID.
Okay.
Now there's a Title 39 violation.
But he's blocking me, so I couldn't move.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
But I dropped a package off. He blocked me.
Sir, I don't want no
But
problems.
you're
I don't want no problems.
You do want a
Listen,
problem.
we're not. We're
Look, man,
investigating
you guys
a
are going to
theft.
violate my rights because you know that I did not commit a crime. You can't articulate that I committed a crime.
So you're going way over.
How do you
this.
suspect?
You're going way over
No,
this.
because I
You
hate
are.
getting violated. I
You're
hate
not
when my
being
rights get
violated.
violated. I
You're
have
not being
nothing on my.
violated.
Huh?
We got called of a
Stop
theft
shining the
package.
light in my face.
And you can light up the area. It's dark.
No, it's not. You're an
It's not
idiot.
dark?
You don't even know what you're doing.
It's not dark.
You're just a fool with a badge. Listen to your sergeant.
All right, sir.
Tell him to stop
Are you
shining the
gonna-
light
are
in
you
my
gonna hand over
face.
your ID?
But
So
do
now,
you?
now
do you
listen to me. You were detained for the theft of the package. You're also on the wrong side of the Title 39
Okay,
violation.
so you think that I committed the crime of stealing a package?
Buddy, I'm talking to you right now.
So do you want
You're-
to search? Do you want to
I
search
don't-
here for that house?
I don't want to search it.
So then how do you figure that I stole something, but you won't even check to see if I stole it? What is the point of asking for an ID then?
I started this conversation by wanting to know who you were, and then it went crazy.
Yes,
Right?
it went crazy
Right?
because I feel like
I
this-
haven't even started my investigation yet.
So then you
True
just said
or
you started
false?
an investigation.
I'm trying to figure out who you are, what you do, what happened, but
Bro,
this conversation
I-
started with you saying, I'm not giving my ID, you're violating my rights.
because I
True
didn't
or
commit
false?
any crime.
True or false?
But I didn't.
True or false?
I didn't commit any crime.
You won't even answer
I
the
don't
question.
have to
You
give an
won't even
ID
answer
if
the
I didn't commit a crime.
Okay.
You know that.
Right
As
now.
a sergeant, you know that.
Okay,
You
I'm-
took a test.
Listen to me now.
You took a test.
ID or no ID?
I
You
didn't
have ID
commit
on you or
a crime.
no?
Of course I have
Okay,
my ID
are you
on.
handing it over? I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle.
if you could-
It's
if
Title
I could-
39, step out of the vehicle.
Okay.
I'm recording this.
I record everything.
Okay.
What am I? Of course.
One more time.
Of course I have a license.
Now there's a
on
Title 39 violation on top of it. You have a license on you.
me. Of course I have.
Okay. Can we see the license?
And what is the title?
4-135, improper parking. You parked on the wrong side of the road.
But that's not what you were called for. And he blocked me. So how am I supposed to
we were
move?
called there. You were parked here before we got here.
Are you going to turn over your license?
You just want to look at my license.
Are you going to turn over your license?
If you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will show you my license.
You're in a motor vehicle violation.
How many times
Do you suspect me of stealing that package?
From a man's investigation and Title 39 violation. Do you have ID or no?
Okay, you suspect me of committing a crime. I will hand over my ID. I record everything. Handing my ID over. Here you go.
Sit there.
This is a public sidewalk.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened with the house?
What do you mean with the house?
You said you didn't. You dropped the packages off at 11:25 Corpus, correct?
Yes, I deliver packages.
Okay. All right. So the caller said that you walked away with a package. And that's why we're here.
I carried like 3 or 4 packages to the
okay.
houses. I drop off.
Okay.
I go to the next house.
Okay.
So and I told him, I said, I hold a couple packages at once. I can't hold.
Okay,
I'm not gonna go one by one.
Dude, you talk too much. You talk too much.
You just wanted me to explain.
No, listen.
You just wanted me to explain.
Listen. Okay, so listen.
And now I talk too much.
So this officer didn't.
People don't talk to you guys, bro.
Okay. This officer. Listen to me. So this officer didn't talk to the caller yet. He had no clue what the caller saw.
So then why are you guys coming to me then?
Dude, all right, don't worry about it anymore.
No, whatever.
I can get the call.
Okay.
Everything is covered.
I told you.
Can get the
I
call.
saw the video.
I already told you what you can do.
I'm going to. I believe in the Constitution, bro. And
Where's
I
your
feel
family?
like
Where's your family work?
peace.
Where's your family work?
Where does she work?
Where's your family work? Law enforcement.
My uncle, he's actually a state trooper in New York.
New York.
Yep.
Okay.
Brian Delaney.
Okay.
Look him up.
Right. You look him up.
Why would I have to look him up?
I won't look him up.
So why do you want to know? It's gonna get posted on YouTube and it's gonna get hundreds of thousands of views. You guys are gonna see that one
We
day.
have it on tape too. Yeah, we have it on tape too. There's nothing wrong.
And you'll look at it and you'll be like, damn,
yourself.
this is the day I f***ed up in my life. And it starts by one person.
After checking, the police found nothing inside the vehicle. The detention ended. The delivery driver was allowed to leave, with no citation, no report, no charges, and he simply continued his work. However,
Now we move into something even more ridiculous. An Amazon delivery driver, simply doing his job in broad daylight, gets surrounded by police after a neighbor reports something suspicious. Why? Because someone saw him walking away from a house carrying a package. Never mind that delivery drivers routinely carry multiple packages. Never mind that he's wearing a uniform, driving a marked vehicle, and using a company device to scan deliveries. Someone became suspicious, and apparently that alone was enough. Officer Francine detains him almost immediately. The driver asks the obvious question, "What crime do you believe I've committed?" Her response, "They're just investigating." But that's the issue. Suspicion by itself isn't the same thing as reasonable suspicion. It's simply a hunch backed by a badge. Then Sergeant Moan arrives and somehow makes the situation even worse. He admits they haven't verified the complaint. He doesn't know exactly what the caller witnessed, yet he still demands identification, threatens the driver with obstruction, and points to a Title 39 parking violation because the delivery vehicle was parked on the wrong side of the street while the driver was unloading a heavy package. Think about that. The theft accusation isn't going anywhere, so suddenly a parking violation becomes the justification for the encounter. The driver, clearly frustrated but aware that everything is being recorded, eventually hands over his identification. Officers run his information, search the van, and find absolutely nothing. Then they let him go. No ticket, no report, no apology. Just wasted time, an intrusive search, and a working man humiliated while simply doing his job. This is what happens when assumptions replace evidence, feelings replace facts, and control becomes more important than justice. The system was supposed to protect him, but instead it became the source of the problem.